Hi, and welcome to Elements Dev Talk. Today is the 11th of December, and I'm here with Ben, as always.
Hello, Dan. We are here again.
Hello, Ben.
Another dev talk.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's going on this week? What are we talking about?
It's a bit of a, I think it's a bit of a wrap up this week and a bit of a look back at the past year, because I know we talked about this briefly, and we said we've actually done so much this year. It's actually incredible. When I looked back through the release notes, it was absolutely crazy, like the amount of stuff we've done.
Yeah, I've been meaning to do that. Have you compiled like a list then of all the things, or are we just gonna?
Well,
What are we gonna do? Just have a look, or what's the deal here?
yeah, I only pulled out a couple of highlights that I was like, oh my god, that's
Yeah.
we literally just added that. But before we do that, we've released Elements 1.5.8, and that has a lot of great fixes in it.
Yeah. Yeah. We should probably cover that before we talk about the older stuff. We should talk about the new before the old, shouldn't we?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, so there's more support or better support for dragging in Markdown files into the page manager. So if
Yes.
you've got some Markdown files on your desktop in folders, you can drag them in, and this will help you get up and running with the CMS. Now, it did work for some people. There was a bug on. It's kind of like an issue with Mac OS, but we've worked around it, and now that should be working for everyone. That you can drop Markdown files in there. So that's a nice fix.
Yeah.
There's a lot of fixes in the app, but you focused on component fixes and requests from people on the forum. Really, like, I mean, this is what we do with every release. We're just working through all the feedback from you guys and what things you want added.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, there's quite a few bits here. I've got the list now. What did I do? I did the tree menu. So there was a request to have the tree menu links open in new windows. So that now, obviously, Elements supports that. There's a little checkbox in the page inspector for each page where you can say open in new window. But the tree menu component didn't respect that. So it never added the code for that.
And that
Now it
is a
does.
little bit of a naughty feature, because um, not everyone
Yeah,
agrees with opening links in new windows. It's a bit frowned upon these days.
it is. I get like some of the use cases for it,
Hmm.
but generally, I mean, there was a big hoo-ha a few years ago around like someone's calling me.
Do we need to take a short break? Shall we?
No, I don't know who it is. I'm just going to hang up. There we go. I had it on Do Not Disturb, but it's the call still came through.
Maybe they called multiple times. It's an emergency.
Well, it's an unknown number, so it can't be that. I don't know who it was. Anyway,
Oh, this is the
um,
exciting stuff that happens when
yeah,
we're not
yeah.
recording, usually.
Um, yeah, so there was a hoo-ha a few years ago around opening links in new windows because it kind of breaks the browser's back and forward buttons. So generally, you don't really want to do it because it is like if you are on a site and it opens another link in a new window, especially if you're on iOS, it's annoying because you have to kind of switch back to the other tab and find where you were. So yeah, there are some use cases for it, but generally I would try and not do that because it is annoying to not be able to go back. Like if you click on the link and you can't go back to the previous page, it's kind of annoying for the end user or the visitor. But that's in there now. The tree menu now supports opening links in new windows. Small little fix, but a good one there. What else did we do? We added small caps to the text component. So
Yeah.
we already had obviously uppercase, lowercase, capitalize, and normal for like the Yeah. What is that? Text transform, I think, is the CSS property. And I have to admit that I wasn't aware, or I never thought of that this was even a thing that you could do. Small caps. So it does all of the letters in capitals, but it will do big capital letters if you've done that in the original text, and then small caps for the rest of it. Is that how
I've
it
missed that.
works?
I was gonna bring along my small cap for that a visual joke there.
We need props. Are we going to get into props?
I do have a nice cap actually.
Is it a small cap or a big
No,
one?
it's a creative department cap.
Oh
blue
yeah,
one.
that blue one. Yeah.
I was going to wear it. I think with my moustache, it makes me look plumbery.
Yes. Didn't we talk about that before? Maybe that was off air. I was going to, instead of calling you Mario, we were going to call you Mike or something.
Yeah, I need to wear it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Blah blah blah.
I've never
Small
used
caps.
that. Yeah, I've never used it. Whatever. Anyway, that's in there now. The form, I fixed a couple of small edge casey issues on the form. I know one user will be particularly pleased about that. I think it's Michael. That will fix his form issues.
Those form issues, I think, but due to the sheer number of hosts out there and the different hosting setups and the things they put in place, it's a little bit like whack-a-mole. But I think it's getting more and more stable now. Like we're making sure that it works with an even wider variety of hosts. Like it's getting better. The more people use it and the more hosts that people are trying to use it on, we've kind of found these issues and resolved them. So things are looking pretty good at the moment for that, aren't they?
Yes. I mean, it was only a small issue, but it is fixed now. And as you say, it's like every host has a different setup, different structures, versions of things, security rules, blah blah blah. The list goes on, and it isn't easy to build something that works across all the different hosting companies. But we're looking good. We're looking very good, I would say, with compatibility. Next, let's just whack these off. CMS collection added support for discoverable RSS feed. We've had RSS feed support in there pretty much since the beginning on the collection. So you can turn on an RSS feed for each individual collection, and the backend for the CMS supported that. But one key issue was that it wasn't easy to get a link for that RSS feed. So it's very hard to actually give someone a link or put a link on your site for the RSS feed. You can now do that via a collection.rss URL property. So if you're in a CMS collection, you can drop in a text component, for example, into the before or after drop zones, and then use the Twig syntax and do collection.rss URL, and that will give you the direct link, the direct URL for the RSS feed for that collection.
And it's good you brought that up because we posted this on the forum, and Pegasus, which is a big user of the CMS, was like, yeah, that's great. How do I do it? Because we literally just posted the build. Yeah, here you go. RSS feed discoverable, and it's like we've got no instructions on the release notes. Obviously, we did put a small mention of it in the manual, but when we're doing this stuff, because we did this maybe last week, that fix I think went in. It went in days ago. We've kind of just moved on, and we're like, right, next thing, and it's easy to forget. We're pushing this stuff out, and users need to know how to use it. So, yeah, bit of a oops.
Yeah, but that's in there, and it is in the docs, and we will. I am going to be doing a lot more work on the CMS in the coming weeks, so I'm hoping part of that will also be a bit more documentation and possibly a couple of videos and whatnot, and some projects and things to help people really set up a full CMS on their site.
So that's probably enough about the release, because it's not particularly exciting reading through release notes.
No, that is true. Maybe we don't
But
need to do that. Check it out on the forum.
there's lots of nice fixes in there. Essentially, we worked.
Yeah.
I mean, it's with like every Elements release. We work really hard to get stuff in there and to fix the things people bring up on the forum. You know, we've got everything gets logged, so we'll get round to it. We know there's a lot more stuff to do, but that's probably a good time to. Oh, there were some. We did update the store today. Before we move on to looking back, the store got an update today. There's some stuff in the app as well, just to make that work a little bit better, especially the back end stuff for us. But yeah, the store went down this morning, refreshed. We did actually do some work on the server side while the store was down. We don't always have to do that, but we did this week, so it was a little bit hairy. Tom had been working on a lot of the image processing stuff for when developers upload images. We need to handle those and like screenshots and compress them, blah, blah, blah. A lot of stuff there. But anyway, new store, go and check it out. There are some discounts on there for various things. Go and have a look, see if there's anything you want. And the other bit of news, because we've been keeping track of this, and we're now over 2,000 users.
Oh yeah. 2,000. That's been a goal for quite a while, hasn't it?
Yeah, we were trying to get to 500. Then, was it 250? I think
originally. I think when we first did it was 250.
Yeah, that was our kind of goal, to get paying subscribers. Then it was 500. Then, or was it 1,000? And then I don't know. And then we went to 1,500. Or maybe, yeah, I don't know. And anyway, the goal's been 2,000 for I think a few months now. But yeah, so I think last week we kind of blasted past that, absolutely shot through it, and we're well over 2,000 users now. So, which is excellent. And those are paying subscribers. So thank you if you're watching this and you bought Elements. That's amazing. It's amazing. We still need to go higher. We still need to go higher to make this thing really sustainable. But it's been consistently growing.
Yeah, it's looking really good. I mean, obviously Black Friday helped us.
Mm-hmm.
We did some promos on that, but it's amazing to see the growth and the amount of users already using it. And I still feel like we're only just getting started on it. Really, it does feel we've got so many ideas and we've got so many things in the pipeline that are coming soon, that the app's just going to really mature, and it's it just helps us be able to do stuff in the app and continue doing what we've been doing, doesn't it?
Yes, and we do have a lot of things left to do that we want to do, that to get to Elements where we see it being, you know, because you have that grand vision. But as it's the end of the year, we thought this is an amazing time to actually look back and look at where we've come from. So I looked up on the release notes, as I said, and a year ago we were on beta 29. So it wasn't even a 1.0 release. We beta 29, which was quite far off from the 1.0, and it was only used by a small number of people that really wanted to get in early. And that was just a year ago, literally this time last year. And since that time, we've shipped over 80 releases. Well, we're closer to 90 releases now, which is insane.
So that's almost an average of 2 a week. Have we done that much? That is
when I went through the features and I was kind of looking at all the release, because the release notes, we do have them on the website. If you scroll down to the footer, there's a release notes link, and you can click on that and view all the release notes, and you can download older builds. And it's like, it's really, really long. Like, there is just so many small things we added, and a lot of large things. So I know you haven't looked at this, Ben. So
I haven't.
I have. So
I'm excited to hear what we've done in the last year
because it's all a
I'm
blur.
going to have forgotten.
Yeah.
Like, I can't remember when we added stuff. Everything moves so quickly.
And it's amazing how quickly you get used to things. Like it's always been there.
Yeah.
So a year ago, we didn't have the workspaces feature. So you couldn't move any of the panels around. It was fixed. The whole UI was fixed. So that was a massive chunk of work, because we had to rewrite the how all that works, all the panels, everything. And the manager.
Yeah, I mean, that is a massive feature. Yeah, I mean, the flexibility that gives you with the different screens and different workflows, I think a lot of users really enjoy that, but it's probably not something that users probably shout about too much, in the sense of like, like, if it wasn't there, I don't know how much.
Well, it was annoying.
Yeah, exactly. But when it is there, if we took that away now, I think pretty much everyone would be like, where's that gone?
Yeah, because I like the pages and the node browser. Like, I want them side by side. I don't want to keep flicking, to have the components and then the node browser. And on the other side, I like to put the templates.
Yeah.
It's just,
I've got a dev setup with like the component debug. And then I've got like a one for my laptop when I'm out.
Yeah.
So it's a bit more compact. And then I've got a one for recording videos. And just to be able to switch through those is really handy.
So that's another feature. You're talking about laptop. That's another feature we didn't have, is actually the scalable editor, that when you're on a large screen, it automatically scales down, so you can see a bigger screen on a smaller screen, essentially, and still continue to work.
Yeah, so, it will, if you're on, you can see like a wide desktop, and it will do like it 75% or whatever space it's got available.
Yeah, that wasn't in there. And while we're talking about the editor, all the highlighting and switching on and off all the view options, which I do use quite a lot to remove like the labels and things, so you can see better when you're editing. And we went from, this is a big one. So about a year ago, it hadn't been long since we switched to V2 components.
Yeah,
because you remember we literally rewrote all the components, and you might remember this.
I do remember doing that. Yeah. I can't remember when I did that, but I do remember having to redo everything.
It's annoying. I had a count up of the components, and I don't know the exact number, so this is annoying. But we only had 13 components in the app then.
So during the beta, there was only 13.
Yeah, right at the beginning, back then, a year ago, there's only 13, and now we're up closer to 40 built-in components in the app.
Yeah, I find that hard to believe.
Well,
because I mean, I guess I've just got used to it, and I can't remember what we actually had in there.
And it doesn't seem like there's 40 components in there by default, but we added the CMS.
Yeah.
Like, and that's still evolving, and I know there's a couple more components you're working on. So like these things are evolving.
Yeah.
So the CMS went in. Forms, none of that was in there. There was no forms. The forms was a huge feature people just kept on asking for, and it's easy to forget that that's not always been in there.
Well, and that it ships in the app, like as part of the app, you get that for free. Like those forms, I know some people want even more advanced, like stepped forms and things like that. But the basic form components that you get in the app do so much with the webhook feature as well.
Yeah. I mean, other apps you would have to spend $50 to $100 to buy those. I mean,
Mm,
that is we know that's one of the advantages of Elements is all these core things that should be in the app are in the app.
yeah,
You buy it and you get these things. So we are aware of that. You added modals,
yeah.
accordions, the filters, which is really cool as well, which I think is underused. People don't really realize what it does. But we have the search box, and you can filter content on your page. Really powerful, that, and very cool. Um, we added the
Thinking
image
about,
slider.
I was just thinking about filters the other
Mm,
day that I don't see anyone using it. I was like, why doesn't, maybe it's just, I don't know, not understanding what it can do for you, but
mhm.
maybe I need to do more a video on it or something just to really push the filters because it is a very good feature. Like you can filter anything
Mm,
on your page. Like it doesn't have to be. You can put like you can have a set of containers and filter those down if you want to. Like, and it can be any content, and it can filter by the text content, or you can tag stuff. So maybe we need to show people how to use that. We've had a lot of users recently, and it's probably not obvious what that actually does.
no, no, no. So yes, there's that image slider, which we're still getting updates. We updated that just recently with people's requests. So
Yeah.
we've got a fade in there now as well as slide. Audio player, that wasn't in
Yeah.
there. So there's a lot that we've just added over that time. Um, so all that stuff got added. Templates wasn't in there a year ago.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, like saving off. Yeah, yeah, that's a really big feature as well. Devoted, and I wonder, I would love to know how many people are saving off templates into their project because I think that might be slightly underused. Um, Possibly. I don't know. That's just a guess. But to be able to just drag a set of components at any level in the tree into the templates area and save that off instantly is
Yeah,
massive.
yeah, yeah. I I use the built-in templates a lot, like especially the scaffolding ones.
Mm.
Those are I know I made them, but they're my favorite because it's just got some slightly customized defaults that kind of gets you going faster, even with a container, it's got just a bit of padding top and bottom. So it's easier to throw that on the page. And then you've got that padding in place, especially when I spend a lot of time helping users on the forum and things like that, and I sometimes need to quickly throw together a page, container, grid item with two set to two, and a card. It's really quick to build that stuff. Yeah. So and all those pre-built templates were also added in there as well.
Yeah.
Because I think they are the kind of go-to thing. If you new document, you want a menu, boom, go and grab a simple menu or a sticky menu. You grab them from the templates. It's like so none of that was in there.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think down the line, templates are going to be more of the like starting point in the app rather than at the moment you sort of people go to components and then they have to change all the settings.
Well,
I
I
think they're
don't
going to,
know. Those people in the know go to templates.
if you know, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Uh,
I think we're gonna get once we got we need to like update the templates a bit with like preview images and stuff so you can actually see what it is.
that is the plan. Yeah.
Yeah, so I think once we've got that, those will be more of the go-to starting points because the core components really were or are designed for creating templates for your project. And yeah, now we've got the core templates that ship with the app. I think those will be more of the starting point, especially for new users.
Yeah, absolutely. Because we do get a lot of people say, "Oh, it's very hard. I don't know how this component works. Like, how do I just want to do this and I can't do it because I don't understand." But it's kind of by design that they're that low level because you want to be able to do everything. So it really is. Templates are going to continue to play a bigger and bigger role in Elements. So moving on swiftly, we also added resource packs, which again, they are amazing and will play a big role in the years to come, I think. Not least because it's weird to think we never had, if you wanted to add an icon to your project, an image, just to quickly throw things together again, you couldn't do it. Like, well, you had to go and have your own resources and go and find something to use as an icon. But we include all those basic things. So none of that was there a year ago.
Yeah.
New projects window wasn't there.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Because that's that's another good one.
And none of the projects. So there wasn't any starter projects. All you got in Elements.
Always blank canvas.
Yeah, man. A year ago, it was blank canvas and core components, and you were like, "Off you go, build a website."
Yeah,
that's
not
pretty
the easiest.
Hardcore.
Yeah. That's a big learning curve. Or it's a big hurdle, wasn't it? When you first start the app, is like that's the only way to sort of dig into what the app can do.
Yeah. So we've shipped 7 example projects. So some of those are still on the old marketplace, and we're working to update them and move them into the store, and there'll be free downloads again. So that's where you'll get them from, because the store, we can ship things, updates independently. So it's much better than bundling them in the app, or well, the marketplace will be going away, like the Elements side of things, because it all belongs in the new store. That's the future.
Yeah, or at least the current version of what the marketplace is on the web is going to be something else, isn't it? So,
yeah.
It's not the marketplace. People get worried there. The marketplace online isn't going to go away. We just need to redo it, really, with regards to the new in-app store. We need to work out how those two things work together.
So there's literally in these our last 80 releases, we've added hundreds of features. And that is not an exaggeration. There are hundreds and hundreds. Literally, I wouldn't be surprised if it's over 500 features, because with each release we were doing, there was multiple new things, and sometimes a ridiculous amount of new things. So that's, Theme Studio, we added screen sizes, added page color in the app and the Theme Studio, API improvements, tons of those new stuff went in, loads of stuff. And to top it all off, we managed, while we haven't finished it, we managed to ship the store. And that is an absolute huge piece of work that we had been putting off for quite a long time, because we knew how big it is. And it's nice to be at a place now where the store's out there. It's not finished, because we need to do more back-end work to get it tidied up so third parties can use it. And that has been a little bit contentious, would you say?
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, I get it, because I think we've got people who want to build for Elements right now, and we've also got users who want more features in the app, or they're waiting for certain things in the app. So I think there's those two things that we need to manage and work out what's best for Elements as an app and us as a company going forward. So it's there's been a little bit of a few discussions on the forum around, I guess, perceived priorities for us.
Yeah, and everyone, us included, wants everything now.
Yeah,
like I don't want to have to wait for anything. I want us to implement all the features and have the store ready and have the developers on board. Like, I would love nothing more than to have the whole, like, all of this done. And it's clear we are working. It should be clear that we are working at like breakneck speeds here. This is, which is why sometimes bugs slip through. And people say, "Oh, this doesn't work," and it's like, okay, we'll get on that, fix it. And that's the approach we've taken since the beginning, is to just move as fast as possible, because we had Rapid Weaver evolved over 20 years. And so we've had to do 20 years worth of work in the space of a couple of years. It's trying to get to the state where Rapid Weaver Classic was, and move beyond that with the vision that we have. So it's frustrating for us because every user has different needs, I think, which is kind of what you're alluding to. People say I want this, and then someone else says, I want this, and I want this, and it's kind of like we're trying to juggle. Well, what do we do first? And it seemed like we should do the store. Well, we added loads of features, and got it to a state, and we were like, we really, really, really need to get on with the store now, because third parties can't ship anything. So we did that, but typically that has been months and months of work. It's not we thought it was going to be a smaller thing, and it's just not. It's a ridiculous amount of work.
Shipping a whole marketplace. We're the way that we've done it as well, where with the integration into the app, is not it's not a small amount of work. So we're so far along though with where the store is, that once it is ready for third parties, the whole system is so good that it is definitely worth it. It's just frustrating, I think, for everyone, us included, that we can't get it out earlier. But we can't get ourselves, as we said before, we can't get ourselves into a position where we ship it early and there's bugs, things don't work, people can't install things, or like we can't have any bugs like that in this store system. So we need to make sure we get it right. And I think that's one of the contentious things, has been like, okay, well, you've opened the store for yourselves, you can start selling stuff. You as a Elements team and a company, you can sell stuff, but no one else can. Like, what's going on with that? And I think possibly it's like we didn't make clear why that is the case, which might have caused a bit of confusion there. But like, the whole system is, like we say, we can't open it up to third parties before we've stress tested the whole flow with different types of products and different, like, there's so much going on behind the scenes that we need to ensure that everything works 100% before it starts getting opened up to anyone else. So that's one of the reasons why we did open it up early for ourselves, is to be able to get it. The store is a product on its own. So it's almost like a little bit of a beta session, in the same way we did with Elements for the store. Like, we need to release stuff on there so that we can work out what are the bugs, what do we need to do to get developers on there, what's missing, iron out all of those issues before we can open it up to anyone or do any further work. So,
yeah, those things just take time. It's like when we launched Elements, we didn't have the API, wasn't public.
Yeah,
it was just like, it kind of works for us, but we've got a lot more things to do, because if we release it now, it's not going to work for you, and we're doing massive changes, and then you'd have to redo your work. And we've already seen that in the store. We had an issue where updates weren't working because we were changing stuff, and that's really not acceptable for developers or creators would be really pissed off. It's like, oh, you've broken it and I can't send updates to my customers now. So we've got to fix these things, and I've had to re-upload images, things like that, because we're well, it's developing, it's changing, and it's not really, we can't give that to third parties, because there's too many, because it's so raw on the back end. We can't give that out to people to use.
Even just the image stuff that we've had to fix, if we've opened it up to all creators, and they've, let's say one creator's got 10 products and he's added screenshots for them, we're going to say, right, you need to redo 100 screenshots now.
Yeah.
Like, that's just not going to fly. Like, people, you can't do that. Once it's
No.
open and things like screenshots, it's like, that's it. We've got to support that. So, there's so much more work involved in just that one small part of the store. And then, just multiply that over all of the feature set. That's why we haven't been able to open it up to everyone.
Yeah, and there is the whole not to keep going on about this and all the things we need to do, but we're still working on it's a marketplace, and we are selling third-party products. So we need various tax and VAT things in place before we can do that, and to manage all collecting those fees and paying them to the right governments. That's a lot of work. It's a whole thing in its own. I can't rush that. That's really serious stuff.
Yeah.
I can't balls that up. That's not a oops.
Whoopsie. Just go back and fix that.
Yeah. So it's like, so I think the other day it's really frustrating for us because we're working as fast as we can. There's so much stuff to do, and this is not, oh yeah, why don't you just release it? There were comments like that on the forum. It's like, oh, what are you doing? Just release the store.
I think you always have to take a step back with the internet and comments on the internet as it is. But I think what my takeaway was, I think there's been just a misunderstanding of like where we're at with it and like what we're able to do. And then on the other side, I think there's also probably not a realization that this is a team of 3 people who've built this. And the amount that we've built in the last year is incredible. And we can only go so fast. Like, there's only so much of us. There's 3 of us, and we can't do all the things all the time instantly. So, yeah.
Are we going to have to cut all this? Is this too ranty? Have we? Like, I don't want. If you're listening to this and you thought, "Crikey, they've got to be in their bonnet," it's only because we're passionate and we care so much.
Yeah.
Like, we want everyone to be happy, and I mean, hopefully that's been clear since we've been shipping these. I'm always on the forums paying attention to what people are saying and helping them. And I just want it to be good for everyone. And we're just trying to make it good. So perhaps that was a bit of therapy for us, a bit of public therapy there. I don't know. But on a more positive note, it was interesting. I posted on the forum about what is the one thing you want in Elements. And that thread was really interesting. There were a lot of things on there that are already on our list that we know we need to do and are really, really high up on the list. The store didn't really get mentioned. Like, people want fixes and features and to be able to do things, solutions to things. But it wasn't hurry up and finish the store and get third-party developers on there. And it was really interesting. And it kind of made us think, oh, okay, actually, I know the third parties are really keen to get on the store. And we're really keen to get third parties on the store. It's what we want. But actually, that's not what most of the customers are screaming for. What the customers want is a finished typography component. They want to be able to use Markdown in the editor, or, a way to integrate that more tightly. They want some of these rough edges that they hit every day polished. That's, from reading these, that's what seemed to come over more than hurry up and get that store finished. And I think that was quite clarifying for us, because we said, actually, I think what we need to do, we're going to continue to polish up bits on the store in the back end this year. But I think we're going to switch our attention to fixing some of these things in the app, and some of the things you guys have brought up, and put the store on hold. And I know that'll be really frustrating. Also, this is never gospel. We change our plans and we adjust and we try and juggle. But I think we're going to focus more on the app for a bit and get it tidied up more, finish some of those things that you guys are screaming for, and just put the store on hold. The store will be there working, and then we'll come back to it and finish off the work to get third parties on there once. And I think that's what we're going to do, because this seems to be the feedback. It seems to be what's coming through on the forum. Maybe I'm wrong. Do comment if you think otherwise. But there has to be a priority. We can't do everything all at once.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, and I get it, because I think the app's matured enough now that they're fully using it for their production sites.
Yeah.
And they're hitting some of these pain points in the app. And I think in a way, when you've got a smaller team like we are, they sort of comes in waves like this, where you need to go and flip between doing different things. We don't have a dedicated team for each bit of the app. Like, there isn't 5 people just working on the store, and there isn't certain people doing core things. Like, we're going to need to flip back and forth a little bit. And yes, the app, some of the app stuff that we've wanted to fix has had to wait due to working on the store. So maybe it's just like a natural flow of things, where we get some more app updates out early next year.
Yeah.
And then come back to the store after that and finish it up, so that the third parties can then we can start onboarding some third parties then.
And the general setup, it's not strictly like this, but the general setup is Tom works on the main app. You work on the components in the app, and the extra components we sell and for free on the store. We've got Danji helping, doing the support via email, doing all that stuff. And I mean, if we're in an office environment, I'll be in the background kind of making tea for people and saying, is that finished yet? Is that finished yet? Like, have we done that yet? Like, and that's generally how it goes.
Well, you'd be doing all the marketing and the support and documentation and graphics and design, and like, you put yourself, you underestimate yourself sometimes, or undervalue yourself, should I say?
No. Yeah. So when I think this harks back to, if we're shipping components and doing updates to components, that's because Ben's kind of doing those, and it's not, you don't work on the app as such. So time spent on the components is not time spent away from the core features, because that's what Tom works on. So there is a distinction there. I think just to make people understand a bit more how the work's broken up.
Yeah.
I think,
one thing if we do one thing, it doesn't necessarily mean that we've stopped doing another thing. Like, there's different people who do different things.
Yeah. So that has been a crazy year with a lot of updates, almost 90 updates, lots of things in the app. It's amazing from where it came from. You can have a little, I would encourage people to go and have a little scroll through the release notes and just kind of go back to beta 29. It's quite interesting.
Go back and use beta 29. I thought you were going to say that. Go and download beta 29 and see how you get on.
You can download it and use it, and it's there's a lot of missing things.
Yeah. I mean, that list kind of, it is amazing how much we got done, and it's like I said earlier, I mean, we've still got so many things that we're going to be adding next year. I'm looking forward to it. I think we need a bit of a break. We'll have a week off over Christmas and whatnot, a couple of weeks, bit of a downtime, bit of a reflection, see what we're going to get started with early next year, and then we're going to crack on.
Yeah, so this will be the last, probably, and then nothing is ever set in stone, but this will probably be the last one this year for this Dev Talk this year, because also it just gives us more time to do actual work. I mean, this is work, maybe, but it gives us time to I could spend time converting the projects over to update them and get those out to people. Ben can fix more bugs on components. This time could have been, we could do other things. But we'll be winding down next week, because that's kind of what happens in December. People start drifting off, stuff happens. So yeah, last one for this week. Might be a build of Elements next week. I would probably think so.
Sneak a few then fixes in before the end of the year.
Yeah, but then it'll be quiet for a couple of weeks. I'll post on the forum just to kind of the dates when we're not here. So yeah, it might feel very quiet for a couple of weeks, but then come January we'll be back, as Ben said, and straight back at it, and hopefully fixing things up in the app.
Yeah.
And unless everyone screams at us and says no, then no, finish the store. We want to buy third-party components. They might all say that. If you all reply with that, then we'll just do that. I mean, but I think people want typography finished, Tailwind 4, things like that. Like, probably higher on the list of what people want. So, yeah. Good. Yeah, I think that's about it.
That's it for this year. We'll have to say happy holidays and Merry New Year.
Yes.
Yeah, no, it'd be good. I'm really looking forward to next year. We got so much good stuff in the pipeline that we're going to be releasing early next year. So it's all full steam ahead with Elements and website building. It's going to be a fun year.
Yeah. You haven't really got a moustache anymore.
Oh, you're going to go with a moustache again?
I can't have a conversation. I can't do one of these without talking about some facial hair. It's like I don't know if
my issue is not to go on about it again, but I've been ill and I just haven't bothered.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I've just let it grow out, and I feel like I'm in a good position to decide what I want to do now.
Yeah.
Whether this is going to go, everything's going to. Yeah. Well, that's the cliffhanger for next year, isn't it? When we come back.
You are quite right. All your options are open.
They are.
Like,
I'm looking very scruffy at the moment, so any sort of clean. Maybe I'm thinking I've got to tidy myself up before Christmas.
Before Santa comes.
Before Santa arrives down the chimney.
Yeah. Get yourself looking nice and clean.
Yeah. Got to clean myself up before that happens. So, early next year, maybe I'll be back with the moustache. But I mean, I don't know what's going on with you. I just thought you were going to get rid of it, but I think this is your look now. Like, it's just, and I think it actually suits you until you actually give it a go. I think you never know, do you?
No, you never know what you'll enjoy unless you give it a go.
Are you I think you should give a goatee a go. See how that looks.
Don't try and encourage me to do that. I don't think that would suit me. It's weird. The barber said this suits me and I should keep it. He said, oddly enough, it does. And other people have said it as well. Like, oh, it does actually kind of suit you.
Yeah, it does. You've got a good moustache going on there.
It's like the thing you're into, that's your personality, you become that thing. And now I'm just a guy that talks about moustaches. I'm hoping for Christmas, maybe I'll get a little grooming kit and some moustache wax.
Yes.
And I'll be looking super sharp.
Yeah. What else do people with moustaches usually have? Like a monocle or something? A pocket watch.
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess I just associate that with sort of the 50s or something. Because it isn't. I mean, I think it's made it's definitely over here. It's made a bit of a comeback the last couple of years. People, it's very hip with the youngsters.
In Brighton,
Mm.
near here, I don't look out of place.
Don't you?
No, every other person's got a bloody moustache.
Yeah, so no one's even thinking that's a novelty anymore. It's just
No, I just look like I should work in a coffee shop.
yeah.
Like, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I just I do look a bit scruffy, don't I? Look at myself.
Ben, this is a bit late to realise that. I didn't want to say anything.
No one's watching this.
No, the view
are into the chat. We're 50 minutes in here. Who's watching this?
No, but you look scruffy at the beginning.
Yeah.
Although I didn't clean shave either, to be fair.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I've got to get my hair cut and I'll get this trimmed down. We'll see. We'll see.
Maybe we do suits.
Oh yeah. Yeah, suit and tie. Really, yeah. Yeah.
Really slick.
Yeah.
And
yeah, I might
slick
do
back
that
my
now.
hair.
I might give a goatee a go. I'll just see how it looks. Because if it doesn't look good, you can just shave the rest of it off and keep the moustache. So
yeah, that's fun to do. When you're shaving anyway, you can try different looks out.
Yeah, is that what you did? I imagine that you did do that.
Yeah, because I grew this longer like you, and then I shaved down. And I was like, oh, maybe actually it looks all right. I'll keep it. Yeah, I think a goatee would suit you. I don't think it would suit me, but
you reckon? I'm going to give it a go. Yeah.
Especially with the what are you wearing? A
little vest top.
It's not a gilet, a little vest top. Yeah, if anyone's listening, it sounds more a little vest top. It sounds more YMCA.
Yeah,
a gilet.
Yeah, I'm not wearing a vest top. I'm wearing a little gilet.
Yeah, if you're only listening to this, then does have just a little white skimpy top on, a vest top.
Scruffy Englishman with a vest top on isn't the sort of look that you want to picture, is it?
Nah, that's more football hooligan.
Yeah.
Lads. So, all right. Well, that'll be exciting for the new year if that kind of thing excites you.
Yeah, tune in for that.
Mm-hmm. Yes, and I'm do like this, but I still am. I could easily just shave it off, but I think maybe I'll be less of a man then. I think
you should keep it. I think it's good. I mean, you look. I mean, it looks good on you. Just keep it.
Yeah. Well. Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll see. I might.
Oh, twiddle it out.
Yeah, that's what people do, especially in Brighton. That's what people do.
Yeah, I think that would take quite a while to grow one of those, wouldn't it?
Takes a lot of skill.
Yeah.
So
if anyone can, you can.
Yeah, and I have to do something because otherwise we're going to have nothing to talk about. So that is, I am my moustache. Right. Good. We really should. That is a little bit of ramble chat at the end there.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Good. Cut all the bits we don't want if I had the time, but probably not. It will just go up as it is.
Go up as it is. Yep. Yeah. Right. We will have to say goodbye now. It's time to go. We'll see you in the new year.
Yep. I'll see you in 2026.
Yes.
Unless we do another one. Right. Ta-ta.
Ta-ta.